All right, guys, we are back. This is going to be part 2 of the interview. So, Myles, I have decided, I've told G this, but I'm going to upload these as 2 separate videos. And just because G's went first, his is likely going to be uploaded first as well. So this is basically part 2 of the interviews. G's video was around 12 minutes. This will probably be the same depending on your responses. You can take as much time as you want to respond to each question. It can be a minute response. It can be a 15-second response. But just first off, how are you doing today? This is not an interview question, but just...
I'm doing fine.
All right, that's good to hear. So are you ready to start?
Yeah.
All right, so question 1. How are you currently feeling being just 2 days away from the big event, and are you prepared for this fight?
Well, I'm prepared. I feel like I gotta knock him the fuck out.
That's exactly what he said to you, so he's confident too.
Not surprised.
All right. Anything else you want to say, or just that's it?
That's it.
Okay. All right, question number 2. I don't know how you've been training, but if so, explain your preparations for the event and how seriously you've been taking everything over the past week. Because I know, including myself, you have a lot of doubters, and I think you have more to prove than he does, but how seriously have you been taking everything, and how have you been preparing?
I'm taking it pretty seriously because there's nobody betting on me, so if I win, I get all the money, so...
That is true.
That's how I see it.
And have you been practicing at all?
Mm-hmm.
What have you been working on exactly? Like your striking, your movements?
Everything, pretty much.
Everything. Okay. Alrighty, so question 3. Is there any sort of beef at all behind this matchup? G gave an interesting answer, but I'm curious to...
Oh, there's a lot, because he thinks that he owns me when he doesn't.
Now, would you like to elaborate upon that? What do you mean by he owns you exactly?
He tries to act like he controls what I do and everything like that, so...
So you're trying to prove a point and show that you are the owner, basically?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, on to question 4. I mean, it's kind of similar to points I've mentioned, but if there's one thing, you can mention more than one if you want, but if there's one thing you'd like to prove by winning this match, what would it be?
I don't know.
Who do you think you have something to prove to? And that can include yourself.
Everyone, because they all doubt me, so...
I see. And what would your message be to these doubters?
Fuck you. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alrighty. All right, we're almost halfway through. Question 5. Again, this may be tough to answer. I gave G the option to pass if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
What could be one honest compliment you would give towards your opponent and his skill set? You can say more than one thing. You don't have to say anything, but it might be hard to pick out something, but if there's one compliment you could give his skills. Anything?
You suck, son.
So nothing. G gave you a compliment. Are you sure you want to disrespect the man?
Yeah, I'll disrespect him.
Alrighty. This interview is going very quickly. We're already on to question 6.
Nice.
Again, you can say more than one thing here. You don't have to say anything if you feel you have a disadvantage, but where do you feel you may have an advantage within the fight? Again, you can say more than one thing.
Height, reach, stamina.
Okay. See, I think the stamina is arguable, but are you saying stamina because of his asthma, or do you think you can just outwork him?
Asthma.
Really? Okay.
And weight will affect. So, yeah.
All right, so on to question 7. Are there any weak points you have been building upon through training over the past week? Like what weaknesses that you have, what weaknesses do you think you may have that you've been working on?
Shit, I don't know. Technique, I guess.
Okay, that's actually a good answer. I like that. Anything in particular you want to say, or just your style of fighting, basically?
Pretty much.
All right, question 8. You can direct this towards specific people, but is there one message you may want to tell the audience before the fight?
Thanks for your money.
Damn. All right, so again, Myles is very confident in this fight. Question number 9. Again, you can say whoever you'd like, but win or lose this fight, doesn't really matter. What is the next step after this fight? Who, if anybody, would you consider calling out after this fight, whether you win or lose? Who's next? Or what's next?
Shit, I don't know. Because if I lose, it depends how I lose. But if I win, then I don't know. Maybe London.
Ooh, wow. All right, you heard it here, London, if you're watching. But all right, moving on to our final question. It's a pretty simple one, and I don't know how much you've been thinking about it over the past week. What is your final prediction for the fight? Remember, there's 7 rounds. What round do you think you could win in? I don't know if you maybe have doubt and think you're going to lose. Doesn't sound that way, but what's your final prediction? What way do you think you'll win the fight, and what round?
I don't think I'm going to knock him out. He's not going to knock me out, I can tell.
Okay, well, he did say he's going for a knockout. I will tell you that.
He's an idiot. He said he's going to come out swinging at me like an idiot, so he'll lose all his stamina.
He didn't tell me that one.
He'll become tired, so I'll pick him off in the later rounds.
So you think you're going to get a win by stoppage in a later round, maybe round 5, 6?
Either stoppage or just, I don't know, honestly.
All right, so
Look at him.
already this has taken up half the time of G's interview, but that concludes our interview. Is there anything else you'd want to say, or is that it?
Titan's a bitch.
All right, thank you for your time, sir.